Hello everyone. This video I made to help you feel if the portal is right for you. My KYI'RA portal. Is it really something that can benefit you? And if so, how? I have so much material in it. I have over 200 videos. I have over 20 or 25 years of written material from the past, not current material, but from the past, from 1980. Actually, some of it is previous to that, through, at the very least, 1999. Most of it are my periodicals, The Source and Temple Doors. Some of it is other manuscripts that I wrote through that period of time. And as I said, some of it even goes back to the 1970s. Then, of course, there are videos, as I said, over 200 videos. The videos are divided basically into two types. One is a talk kind of discussion talk video, not discussion so much, but talk. Me talking to myself, so that's a discussion, I guess. And in that, I often read material from the vaults, but I'm not just reading it. I am discussing it. I'm talking about it. I'm bringing it up to date. I'm delving into it. And like you would take an old manuscript from the shelf and you'd read it and you talk to your student and you say, this is what this means and this is how you can relate to this, and look at the comparativeness about what it was saying then in 1977, for instance, and what it means now and how it relates to our current 21st century. You know, that kind of thing. I'm delving into it and I'm bringing you along in this information. And then, of course, there's the other kind of video, which is my activational videos. That's what I call them, that are usually shorter, and they have music, they have some of my art, sometimes they have images, sometimes from the web, but also very often from within the virtual world of Second Life, where I have my avatar and I can bring things into an ambience and energy-focused, beautiful scenery, music, auras, the avatar itself. You know, all of this relates to bringing it forward as a living experience for you. So these are the two types of videos that I present. And there are, as I said, over 200 of them as of, what's this? I don't even know what month this is. September 2018. As of September 2018, there's well over 200 videos in there. So it's a lot, okay? All of it is a lot. It's overwhelming. You might say, well, I just can't even go there, because where would I start? Where would I end? Where's the middle? Where's the beginning? You know, it's like you don't know what to do with it. I understand. So I'm here to tell you how to work with it. First of all, we're not working here with courses where you take a course, this is what the course is about, and you're given A, B, C, and you're given guidance along the way. This is how you do it to get to the conclusion. No, that's not what this is about. This is about stepping into your higher self in a much more direct way. When you come into the portal, you're coming into a sacred space that contains not just information, but energy that I began with Thoth in 1967. Sorry about the beep. From 1967 through to the current day. This being energy that I call Thoth, that I work with and have worked with all of this time. I didn't consciously work with him until 1977, but the beings that brought me along from 1967 told me that my benefactor was present, but I just couldn't communicate with him yet. I wasn't aware of him, and that eventually I would be. 10 years later, I was, and then the name was revealed and the identity and all of that. So we're working with the Akasha of Thoth. And I have been since 1967. So when you step into that portal, you embrace the energy, not just the information, but the energy, the presence of this being and me, our collaboration from beginning from 1967. Even if you don't read or look at anything yet, the minute you enter that portal and you're looking at that page and you're looking down at all the different selections, and I'm going to show you what that looks like in a moment. You have it all there in front of you, but it's like you're standing in the Library of Alexandria in Egypt, and you have a master teacher beside you, and he's guiding you what scrolls to choose first, second, third, what you need right there in that moment to bring forth, and where it's located in the vast library. But you're not just talking to this master being, you're talking to your higher self. And the master being is integrating with your higher self in that moment. Thoth is there for you in that portal, but he's there for you in the presence of your higher being, your higher mind, being, spirit self. So you are entering a vehicle in which you channel, so to speak, the right book, the right scroll to take in that moment and open and allow it to speak to you. And as it's speaking to you, the master teacher is still present. It's a higher, divinely presented format that enables you to become your own savant, your own teacher, your own avatar of the mysteries, so that they no longer are mysterious. So here's where you would subscribe to my portal, right here on this page on the New Earth Star Academy website, the KYI'RA portal. You would join here. But once you've joined, here's your member login right up here. So when you click that, you'd be asked for your username and your password and put it in, and you would come up to my portal right here on Simeon Nartumid's Cosmic Consciousness website, and where my portal is housed for the time being. So you have the videos, you have the Oracle Spirit Tools. That's something I didn't mention, where you can go in and click any one of these, and you will have, let's find one here, like the Oracle of Doors, and you enter the Oracle. As soon as it comes up, you have a Spirit Chooser to randomly choose your selection, and there comes the image and the interpretation. Goes through, these are all different ones. And if you go back to, let me go back, Oracle of Doors, I'm going to go back further. There are other Oracle tools here, as you can see. Now, and then we go to the, let's go to the Vault of Thoth. Let's bring that up here. Is it coming? Yoo-hoo. Maybe it's already there. No. Here it is. Okay. And here you have many selections from, as I said, over, gosh, there's 19 years of publications, monthly publications here. Source and Temple Doors from 1980 through 1999. You also have many books of mine that are manuscripts, basically the Bluestone Manual, the Seven Miracles of Light, the Merlin Chronicles, Rune Reading, translations of Goldenrod, you know, on and on and on. You have all kinds of books here, dating back to the 1970s, some of them. So that is the vault, and you would receive these as downloadable zip files, usually with PDFs. I think almost all of them are PDFs in there. And then, of course, there are the videos, and that's the biggie that I'm continuing to put stuff into. The vault is really the older material. I'm not really adding to that unless I find an older book or something that I want to add to it, older from my works. But this is, you know, constantly being added to. And I'm going to just flash through because it's got the passwords and everything here. But you can see there are a lot. And you can select what you want. Now here's your library. And you go in here with your master teacher Thoth beside you, and you visualize yourself standing there in the library of Alexandria, the library of Thoth, Billy, the Thoth Akashic Library, and you say, which scroll? Thoth, oh Master Thoth within, my inner Thoth, tell me, inner Thoth, which one should I select first? You know, and second, and third, and go on through that way. And you will find a symbiosis starts taking place here. So that is how that works. Now most, well, really all of my videos are, some of them are on YouTube, but I'm not doing YouTube anymore for the most part, you know, for the portal, that is, for the portal. The other portal videos, most of them now, I'm putting on Vimeo. And I have them as singles. There's a giant collection where the singles are all housed. But what I'm really doing most of all right now are series. And so here's where they are, and there's a lot of them. For instance, the most recent one I've just done is Soul Relationships. Now it's coming right on because I have already opened this today, so I didn't have to put the password in. But remember, you will be given the password in the portal for the series. So when you click on the link that brings you up to this series, you already have the password in your hand, so to speak, and you can put it right in, and the series opens. Now, this most recent one I've done, and I may be adding one more video here, is called Soul Relationships. And it's not just about your relationship with others, but your soul relationship with yourself, how the soul works in the body, how it forms different patterns and all of this from the Thothic perspective, how that works. And also then we go into soul relationships with others like twin flames or twin souls. But Thoth speaks about it from a much different perspective. And also there's arc affinities, trans-arc affinities, all these different kinds of soul relationships. Everyone's seeking their twin flame. Well, when you listen to this, you'll see how you really need to get a broader perspective of what you're looking for in regard to relationships. So this brings that all into play. This is just one of the many, many series I have here, and the ones I continue to have here. I'll just open one more to give you, and it's going to be my favorite, which is rune reading. This is a series that I've brought to life, my book, Rune Reading, which I wrote in the 1980s, and you can find in written form in the portal. I think it's scanned, but it's certainly legible. But here is the video series, and I brought it to life. There's about 26 videos in here, with the exception of the first, that's the intro, and the last, that is the making of rune weaving, because it was so neat, I just had to make a making of rune weaving video. But the rest are individual runes. Each one is no longer from 3 to 6 minutes long, and it is a rune. Here we have Manaz, self, Gebo, partnership, Anuz, Anzu, signals, can't even pronounce it. Othelia, retreat, you know, it just goes on. And each one of these gives you just a few minutes of that rune, and it brings it to life. It literally brings it to life. So this series I'm very excited about, and I want to do more with it. That is, I don't know what I want to do with it. I want to publish it somehow, but how do you publish a video series? So I don't know. But right now, it's exclusive for the portal members. Yes, you can, as a non-member, purchase the series, but it costs a lot more than it costs to be just a portal member and receive over 200 videos. So that's that one there. But I wanted to share that one especially because I just love it. But there's so many more. I'm going to bring it back for a second here. Whoops, that's too far. There we are. As you can see, so many, goes on and on and on. The 2 gardens I especially like. There's 4 videos in this series. And this has to do with the 2 gardens. The Anunnaki garden and the garden of the gods, the true Solarian sun lords, the shepherd race that Thoth calls them, and he is among them. And that is the true garden. And that is what I want to tell people more about, because there's so much focus on the Anunnaki. And yes, they existed and they fiddled with our DNA and all that stuff. And that's in here too. But there's so much about that. And the two gardens bring into perspective the true divine garden and what that is about and how this all came about and didn't come about. So that series is another one of my favorites. So I don't want to make this video very long, so I'm going to conclude here. But as a parting statement, remember, if you're considering entering this portal, you're entering it with your higher master self. And it's a teaching, but it's also an experience of becoming the teacher that you are. And so it is.